Yeah, man, people, what go on? From here, the voice, it's none other than Brandon. From here, our voice, say a top shelf review, a top shelf update. People, we have some update we want to share with you as it relates to the concert we go on recently seen over there in Trinidad. We see the promoter come out and he make some statements, some eye opening, jaw dropping statements. I want to have to stay tuned to that one, yeah. Seeing? Yeah, make sure say you like the video if you don't like the video, and make sure say you share. And make sure say you tune in and watch the entire video. Don't you like the video already, don't? Alright, give thanks. So the interview we are now was done, and big up to what the name here, so them name E.T. and T. The over there in Trinidad. You see me? So I could go through this thing and see what go on here so now. So the question them ask him, what exactly happened on the night of May 31st, 2025? Why didn't the advertised headline acts perform? What happened was deeply disappointing for the fans and our team. And for me personally, despite all the efforts, several headlining acts pulled out at the last minute. Chroniclaw and his team were the only international act who honored their agreement and performed despite not being paid in full before hitting the stage. So it seems as if the agreement was said that them should pay it in full before hitting the stage. I want to publicly thank them for their professionalism and commitment. So that means he must say the other people them unprofessional and not committed. Yeah, that he must say right there. So I'm thank him for it. That means the other one will never do it, them not have that. Once the news broke that Vybz Kartel would not perform, it triggered a domino effect and led to the withdrawal of others, including SIZZLA Wanted, Malidan, Roshan, and Mali. We understand the frustration. You see me? So, right there and then, people, domino effect, comet effect, cartel effect, whatever you want to call it, a cartel caused the whole of that. Because cartel pull out right at the last minute and everything did put out in the media, how much money, whatever. Now them ask him, say, why didn't Kartel perform? Him now answer and say, DJ Palmer is someone I grew up with in Portmore, Jamaica, says a Jamaican. We were like brothers. We were like brothers. This was a personal to me. He was contracted 1.35 million. To date, 950 was paid directly to his management and the other 150K paid to his legal counsel. Earlier in the week, we were asked to push his flight to Friday, and we did. We even had a private jet on standby all day Saturday. We rolled out the red carpet for him, to say the least. I'm going to be honest with you. You see from another part there, to me, I feel like teacher never comfortable with all I walk on at Trinidad. Both with the government, them they are dealing in terms of them not wanting to perform certain things with sound away a certain song, and with them they are saying in terms of, I think that was a part of it, and that is why I'm even push back the flight. Because them same can only stay 7 days, teacher push back the flight to just the day before. You see me? That mean him no want to spend. I mean not thinking plan to spend a whole part time after I'm performing. So I perform and cut. I never want to spend no time in the country. I never want to gyro up and down. I never want to do nothing. Because I feel like energy. Both to the payment with the promoter and the government with them restrictions. You get what I say? However, due to the local banking laws and foreign exchange that are forex constraints, we were unable to provide the remaining balance in the format requested by his team. The funds were secured, but the legal limits and large cash withdrawals made it impossible to complete the transaction as they wanted. Despite our best efforts to resolve this, we only learned with the rest of the public through the CNC3 media report that Kartel will no longer perform. So basically, he say Kartel never linked them and tell them say him not go perform. It was publicly posted. It was publicly advertised. You get to me I say? I guess him probably would have did prefer Kartel tell them, and then them could have handled it the way how them want to handle it. But probably it wouldn't work out in favor of Kartel that way there. Because probably them would have take it and spin it for them way. You get to me I say? So Kartel just do it publicly Yeah, for prevent them from spinning it for them way, or whichever way you want to put it. Whether you want to say cartel could have notified them for notify people, but I saw it end up turn out. So now to the next part now. So Kartel was paid most of his fee. Them ask, why couldn't the balance be sorted? So them answer now, the G answer and say now, the youth from Trinidad, Jacko. Trinidad and Tobago has strict regulations on how foreign currency can be accessed and moved, especially in large amounts. Even though we had access to the full balance, it couldn't be withdrawn and transferred fast enough due to the long weekend holiday and the legal limits. We explored multiple legal official avenues but were ultimately constrained by the system. Whilst I have been a small promoter for many years, it has been quite some time since I have done a show on this large scale. More so, to this magnitude, in hindsight, I underestimated how challenging securing the 4x in a timely manner would be. This is where the problem is. Alright, I saw the problem there. You hear that him say? I underestimated how challenging securing 4x would be in a timely manner. The promoter know of the legal restrictions in a Trinidad, or he should be. He must say I'm a small promoter, right? So basically, he try to say, boy, I never do nothing to that scale yet, you know. You see me? But when you do to the scale, you have to do research, you have to do investigation, you have to talk to lawyer, talk to financial people, whoever you have to talk to, you have to do that. This is not, you know, let me tell you, you see if you gotta approach things like how it states, me and him grew up at Waterford, and brother, that means you nah use your brain to assess the thing properly, because all you tell yourself in the back of your mind say, yeah man, me and him grew up at Waterford, so all I do when him come, if anything, me can send him the money at 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time. Me not have to do it the way how it have to go, because it's not like I know somebody who me know. That's all him have in the back of him head. I know somebody who me know. Somebody who me know. As we hear Kartel say, deadline after deadline, you miss the deadline. That means you pay late. So that means the proper research, you never organize how to think properly. You underestimated the scale and the magnitude of the operation where you conduct. And that, my bro, is a formula for disaster, like what take place. That is a recipe for disaster. You have to carefully sit down and consider all angle. Payments and everything. You cannot leave in your mind say, me no man, me a man, no, them something they can't go so. Don't do business like that. So listen to the part here now. Listen to the part here. See the most eye-opening part here, and the part that I know most people are going to talk about. Why did SIZZLA Kalonji withdraw if he was already in the country? We had every intention of fulfilling SIZZLA's contract. However, following Kartel's withdrawal, his team communicated that they now expected the same amount of money contracted, amount Kartel was contracted. You hear that? So after Kartel withdraw, you know, them say they want the same amount of money. They felt SIZZLA should be considered as a new headliner, which is understandable. Their reasoning was also solid. Noting that Kartel is on tracks and SIZZLA had a full ban, but financially, this was simply not the option. Them basically I say. So them couldn't do it. Them basically couldn't do it. You get to me and say, after you done pay Kartel $1 million already, you look now for pay SIZZLA 1.35. And to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you this. I don't think SIZZLA did expect to get the money. If them get the money, fine. But I think they felt disrespected when they heard the amount where Kartel are charge and what them a get. And I think a comparison thing start going. Same thing like when you hear the other youth talk and I say, where they? I said the fees them are going to increase and people are going to increase fees. Because when you hear how much Kartel get, you start question your money. You start look on your hits them. You start look on your album them. You start look on your name. You start look on you start look on everything where you never look on before, you know. And I think that start up with SIZZLA team. Because people, to be honest, it would be unreasonable for things that the man can find 1.35 million. But guess what go on? Them a tell themselves if they could have find it for Kartel, they can't find it for SIZZLA. But the circumstances are different between Kartel and SIZZLA. SIZZLA probably has performed in Trinidad how much times since Kartel lock up. SIZZLA don't have the storyline like Kartel of being released and I'm first showing a Trinidad in how much years and so forth and so forth. At different optics. So the money couldn't be the same, and that is why SIZZLA team never charged that amount. But when them hear this now, they must say that, make you go on, whilst I believe SIZZLA is worth any price he calls and value him as esteemed reggae icon and countryman, knowing the financial debt we were in, given Kartel non-appearance, I could not in good conscience pay a new price just to have him save the day, knowing a significant portion of persons would be asking for refunds after the show. Of course, definitely. So that's why I say I don't understand how SIZZLA them a ask for that money there. To me, SIZZLA them does a ask for it right there, so at that moment there, because them feel offended and because of the comparison of how much them charge, how much them hear Kartel charge. That it mean. To me, I just that cause what am I going to draft up back contract, sign up back. Remember you don't sign to contract, draft up contract, sign up contract, new money, all that I do just before the show. I don't think so. To be clear, we were prepared to pay SIZZLA's balance as agreed. So that means SIZZLA they have a different money. Unfortunately, there was a request for a significantly more. To be honest with you, I believe SIZZLA get less than $200,000. I don't think it's 500,000. I don't think it's 4. I don't think it's 6. None of them something there. 200,000 less. Now, I know enough people are going to hear me talk this and say, where my child says SIZZLA, they're way far from. No, people. I know that. You just have to consider a whole heap of things. What they them say, when Buju come out and do long walk to freedom in a St. Kitts, a 500,000 Buju charge. SIZZLA charge less than 500,000. That means that when they hear 500,000, when Buju just come out, a big money that can just come out and perform now much years. So other artists with the out and do show day in, day out, they are not going to charge 500,000. Dancehall artists not charging too much. When they only hear Papi talk, Papi are one of the man where we collect the most. And them time they I think I must say 200 Papi get paid. So Papi are charge 200, 250 them price there. So it's not even like a regular thing where Papi I go charge 500,000 so. Not to my knowledge. When you hear man a charge some big figure like Buju where they will charge 500 and so. Do one of them and so, and depends on the show, it depends on the magnitude of the show and whatever. You have to remember too, a lot of time when dancehall artists are going to perform, I know like in a Kartel case where him a headline and him a pull out crowd and him a perform arena and I know so they go, a 4, 5, 6 artists depend there, and it's hard for artists tell a man the big figure them have to pay the man the big figure there. So this is not the usual thing where you see Kartel do you say and where you see Buju, This is not how it is day to day in a dancehall. You see me? So them must say, to meet a new demand in such a short notice, they opted to withdraw. This was their right, but it was not the original agreement following. So you see this, so I'm clear up and say, so them withdraw because of money, but it's not for the original money, it's for the new money. Forget the Kartel money, and that's why them withdraw. You understand? In the agreement, SIZZLA's media release statement citing a contractual breach. We have since reached out to the clarification and the specific terms reference from our records. We were active communication and his team and I were prepared to settle the balance owed prior to the performance. We respect the importance of professionalism in all business engagements and hope to resolve the matter amicably. So people, SIZZLA say, I want more money. If they prepare to pay him that, I want more. And as I tell you, I believe the reason why I say so is because it's considerably more. Yeah, it's way more. Probably 5 times, probably 4 times the amount where SIZZLA get. And that is why I say, nah man. Nah, man. Then not so much when I pay. At that you have to pay me then. But that couldn't work, Sizzla. Them couldn't just pay you 1.35 million pound spot right there. So remember, it's not like Cartel send them back the money and them say, alright, Cartel send back the money. So what does I give you like what you want to do it? Alright, pre the next question I know. Do you care to shed light on the payments made to the other international acts? Was it also in USD? So I'm answer and say, while I don't wish to publicly share the exact figures, your life funny, you pay, you show Cartel one though. See your life stay, they not show everybody one, man. So all of a sudden now you don't want to show nobody one. Because it was done for show up Cartel, for say you get whole heap of money and no one come perform for the people. That's why it was done. We're not idiot. Why you don't want to show now? You suppose you can clearly state say, yeah, we supposed to pay the why. Why you can't state the other one them? Ah boy. Them they ever want talk. Me say if you ever talk SIZZLA one man, people that vex. May I tell you? Because enough people that say they know you have charge cut, but people not understand the situation between a SIZZLA and a Cartel right now. SIZZLA can't sell out in an arena like what Cartel do right now. The pulling power of Cartel right now is normal. So you have to pay them according to that. People need to understand the conversation where take place. Money and pay based on pulling power. That's where it based on. I know who can perform and who go perform with bands and who can make people cry and who go dance on stage and jump up is pulling power, and Cartel got that right now. Pulling power is king right now. You see me? While I don't wish to publicly share the exact figures to each artist was paid, I can confirm that all were paid in USD and received between 60% to 95% of their contractual funds. A few in the industry, listen to this, a few in the industry have since said the amount paid to SIZZLA was disrespectful compared to Cartel fee. See, so I mean by comparison? In our defense, we paid each artist what they negotiated. So you see that? So basically, I make you know, say, you know, at this SIZZLA come to we and tell we say him want, you know. Him tell we a price and we try to meet him to the price. So it's not like SIZZLA they tell we million like Cartel and we give him 200 or we give him 100. But you notice when people say, that's why I tell you say there's a big disparity between the two payments them. So I don't want people feel like enough SIZZLA get 500 or 600. No. May I be honest? I doubt SIZZLA get 200. May I be honest? I doubt SIZZLA get 200. And that is why they were so upset. But a way you negotiate, because you come to him and say to him, say, boy, 150 or 200 or what. In your mind, you couldn't dream for charge $1 million SIZZLA. Big man thing, we just have to be honest. And this is not comparing them catalog or billboard or fan base or who are the man or who can sing better. That is not about that. This is about pulling power. And that's what Cartel have right now. So me think it is unfair for SIZZLA ask that at the moment. Me understand being feeling some type of way hearing it, but at that you negotiate for. Why you think SIZZLA negotiate for that? Because at them ballpark, them usually negotiate for within the region. Them never negotiate for no million yet. That not possible. Before Cartel come out, that's not a possible thing. And the first artist that get them amount of money. So how him would have dream for everything about that. But that's why I'm telling you, say going forward, expect the artists are going to want to charge more. They are going to. Let me know what you think. I'm out.